think if we were all to rank the top system of ever, it would have to be PlayStation 2. Right?
Oh, absolutely.
We all unanimously agree on that.
I'm an Xbox fucking buff, but PS2 was the pinnacle.
It wasn't fair to Xbox.
That's why I'm interested in gaming now.
Right.
And honestly, as a system, was flawless. As a system, it was flawless.
Yeah, absolutely.
At that time, like, they brought out the DVD player on it. Like, that was basically the fucking Netflix of today kind of thing. When the first Xbox One had Netflix on it, like, oh, that was sick.
Right.
Not Xbox One, but Xbox 360. It's just,
right.
You know what I mean? PS2 being the golden age. Like, ever since then, thing has just been regressing. That's what I'm saying.
The PlayStation 2 era.
I don't know what it is about the PlayStation 2. I mean, I guess I do, because it's just at that point in time, games were popping, but they weren't like.
It wasn't people were making people were making careers out of it. It was literally all about like being immersive and like giving the people what you on paper. You weren't trying to make a fucking $1 million off of it. You were just like, hey, this is gonna be a great fucking product, and people need to do this.
Right.
Yeah.
Like Drakengard. I jumped in to play that game. Derek and I played the shit out of it when we were younger. Not only is that game like a pretty decent length, it has like, I think 5 different endings.
5 or 6 different endings.
And it's so
for a
like
PS2 game, that's wild.
Yeah, for PlayStation 2, that's upgrading your weapons, your dragon, and it was like so cool to go through all this stuff. And
you have so many different weapons to choose from.
And the story gets so dark and twisted in some endings. It gets really dark and twisted.
Stop remastering games that have come out in the past 10 years. Go further.
Absolutely.
Remaster.
Go into the PlayStation 2 era.
They took the right step with Snake Eater.
Absolutely.
Right.
That's the perfect. That's chef's kiss right there. Because I can't tell you how excited I am to replay that one.
Absolutely. Actually, if they dug into the PlayStation 2 era of gaming and just started remastering those games, that's money right there.
Dude.
That's printing cash. There's so many bangers. Literally, if they remade PsyOps, I would be all over that bit.
You know what?
I
just played a PlayStation 2 the other day. I went and played Guitar Hero 2 and Guitar Hero 3.
How'd you fare?
It wasn't great at first.
It's not like
we were at least able to be on hard mode.
I failed a song on expert. I'm not jumping back to hard mode. I'm gonna force myself to be expert.
Who's this guy? I don't even know.
Yeah, dude. And then I went to Cult of Personality, which was one of my favorite songs to play. I was gonna say Cult of
Personality. That's the best one.
I don't know how the fuck I used to play that song, dude.
Really?
Failed every time. Every time I felt like I was back into it,
loved it.
Couldn't beat it on
I haven't played it in so long, but it's so good.
Every time I get to the second solo, I got to the second solo every time, couldn't fucking beat it. Even with the star power, the solo's too long. I run out of star power and I end up failing. And I'm like, how did I ever do this? And I know I 5-starred it before, but I couldn't even beat it. I haven't played it in fucking 12 years, but
for those who don't know, Derek was a 5-time Guitar Hero champion.
Derek just messaged me and he was like, I hope Adam doesn't bring up my 5-time championship.
I see that.
Never. Playing Spider-Man 2.
Spider-Man 2 and Tony Hawk Underground gave you like that first taste of what open world could be. And we were like, nom, 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 give me all this.
So good. I just saw a trailer for American Wasteland. And their big thing about that game, and I forgot about it, was in the trailers, Tony Hawk's skating and he goes to like one area and he hits this invisible wall and he looks up and it says loading and he's like, oh, we got to get rid of this. And they're like, no more loading screens in American Wasteland because you can go to like area to area and there's no loading. And I was like, we all thought that was massive and it was so dope, and it was.
Suck it, Starfield.
Dude, that's
American
also
Wasteland
why
doesn't get the credit it deserves.
Yes.
That game was great.
Even going back to fucking Tenkaichi, when they brought that shit into what felt like open world and being able to like move around the entire thing instead of being restricted to just 2D, I was like, holy shit, this is what Dragon Ball Z is supposed to feel like. I should be able to fly wherever I want, kind of thing.
And
obviously you had your limitations,
console.
But still.
Right.
You went from Budokai to all three Tenkaichis, right?
Yes.
All on the PS2.
Three Tenkaichis, 3 fucking Budokais. Yes.
No DLCs.
No DLCs, and there was 150 characters. You just had to play the game to unlock them.
Oh,
have fun.
So good.
We were spoiled,
so spoiled. Oh my god, we didn't know what we had.
Study that generation, everybody. Damn.
Yeah. One of my favorite PlayStation 2 stories doesn't even involve me. It's Todd with no memory card and Enter the Matrix.
Yeah, that was the first fucking game I ever owned on that shit.
Actually, let me tell you something. I said Souls game, put hair on your chest. Nah. Playing PlayStation without a memory card.
Without a memory card.
Yes.
How long did your PlayStation run nonstop?
At least a week. At least a week. Because it took me
it
took me like 2 days to realize what the fuck was going on. Because it was gifted to me by a friend of the family. Because my mom that was her big thing. I'm never gonna buy consoles. I don't buy that. Blah blah blah. I don't know why. She was a shill about that stuff. But a friend of the family knew I was into gaming. He got me the PlayStation. And I was like, sick. I have the console, but have no games to play. So we went to fucking Family Video in... Sorry, we gotta cut that out. My bad. Yeah, I keep doing that. I can't. We went to... Adam looks at his door. Oh, shit, there he is. Oh my god. Anyways, yes, I went to fucking beep boop beep and beep boop beep and I got Enter the Matrix, and that was the only game that I could like afford to get at that time was one game. So we started playing it, went to it the next day, and I was like, wait, what the fuck? Why is it the beginning again? I definitely got further than this. Went to it the next day, I was like, what the fuck? What's going on? And then I like probably as a kid started actually reading what was going on, and it said no memory card, and I was like, oh, what the fuck? So I just caught on, and then I left my PlayStation on one night, just paused, went back to it the next day, and I was like, okay, I'm still in the same spot. And all I did, it was in the basement, so my mom never came across it. I just turned off all the lights, turned off the TV, ran upstairs, and it took me like about a week, I remember, to beat Enter the Matrix.
That game was cool too.
It was so
That game was cool.
so fun.
Fun mechanics they just were able to
yes, being able to like slow down time, jump and shoot. I was like, yes, this is like
get that in any other
everything
game.
I want as a child playing a video game.
Yeah, man. And then the other one that Adam and I played the fuck out of was Mortal Kombat Deception.
Yeah.
That game was great.
Was that the one where you could create characters?
No, that was
Armageddon.
That was
Armageddon.
But with this one, you played a character that was his own character. You went in the story, and you learned different fighting styles. Like, you go hit a random dude, and he's like, "I'm not the enemy, Shao Kahn is."
We still say that to this day.
We still say it.
That was such a cool system. They don't even bring that back in the newer Mortal Kombat games. To my knowledge, I don't think they do. Man. This is disrespectful, man. That's making me mad now.
It is.
PlayStation.
I'm telling you, and then we went from that Mortal Kombat and Armageddon. I think it was like a jump from that to being Mortal Kombat in DC in the Xbox. And I was like, oh my goodness, this was leaps and bounds backwards because it was it was PG-13 or whatever the equivalent of that was. That was T for T. Yeah. Oh my god!
No,
like
they changed the fatality to brutality.
Brutalities.
Finish him.
Disrespectful. What do champions of Norrath? EverQuest champions of Norrath? Derek and I literally broke that disc. How many times we would take it in and out and play that game over and over again.
It was so funny because we watched it slowly happen worse and worse. We'd go into an area and like, have you ever played Champions of Norrath, Todd?
Not to that extent.
Basically a Diablo.
It was like a Diablo like, but for EverQuest. Okay. And we'd go into like a cave and the ground underneath us is all black, but like we could still move around, but like you can't see walls, so you have to guess the map to like go around how it is.
What
you
the
can't
hell?
see it because it's blacked out.
Looks like we were not the only ones to have this issue.
Like, this was getting so fun.
It was getting so bad. Like every time you go back to like that cave or a new area, there's more of the area blacked out, and we're like trying to have it memorized to where we gotta go. And then enemies, you'd still see the enemies showing up, but you just can't see the walls or like the boxes that you need to fucking bust open. And we were just like, Mom, our game's broken. And then she'd put like the alcohol wipes on it. And when she first did that, it worked so good. And we were like, dude, toothpaste too. Trying to get all the
just turned
out.
Water into wine right here.
Yes, I remember that would be a whole thing. I'd have to beg my mom to bring me to, again, going back to our small town, Game Crazy, which was connected to.
Oh my god!
I was like, Mom, please, my disc isn't working. Take me to Game Crazy. And I lived on the north side, and Game Crazy was on the south side, which was quite literally a 10-15 minute drive, but it felt like it was light years away. So she was like, no, I don't know if we'll be able to make it. I remember doing that. I also remember bringing Tenkaichi to your house for the first time. I was like, yo, there's this game out that I really want to get, Mom. Can I please? It's going to be so good. And then we went there, and at the time, new games were $40, and they rang it up, and it was $40. And my mom looked at me, and I was like, and she still ended up getting it for me, but she was like, oh, you owe me chores, blah, 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 and all that. So I was like, thank you so much, Mom. I love you. And then I came over, and I was like, Adam, look what I got. And it was like the fucking holy grail.
The holy grail, absolutely.
Holy shit. That's another thing that is just a lost art. Like I said this way back in the day as it started dying because I worked at GameStop, but just going to a video game store and that actual fun of like not knowing what the fuck's going on because you didn't have the internet, you didn't know what was good, you had to get an actual Game Informer of doing all this stuff. Right. Like that was a crazy time. Midnight releases were a whole fucking event that you had to prepare for, kind of thing. And nowadays it's just like, I'm just gonna chill in my house, wait for it to download at 10 p.m. because they're releasing it 2 hours early, and I paid $30 more, so I'm actually getting it 3 days early. Like all that shit. We had it so good back then.
It was nice to just have games where everything's there.
I'm sorry it took so long. I just wanted it to be worth it. Found the old PS2. The actual old
mine's right behind me.
It doesn't have the fucking back because that's where I used to put the stash in.
You can put your weed in there.
Oh.
You know, we had to use it for the stash.
Right.
And then I found both fucking binders.
Oh my god.
Yeah, let's see what we can do here. Metal Gear Solid, I played an absurd amount of this game.
I never got
Leisure Shoot.
There it is.
Oh my god.
Spider-Man 2, the fucking blurs ass right now.
Dude, the old Maddens were so
Spider-Man 2,
good, dude.
This is a demo disc.
Yep.
Enter the Matrix, the fucking
Hey.
I don't know if you guys ever played this. Did you ever play this game?
No.
Dude, holy shit. This was an underground game that nobody played. It was a war game about cold winter, and it was like, again, revolutionary. You walked up to a gate, you could shoot the lock off the gate to get into it. It was little things like that that no other games were doing. Oh my god, it was great. Budokai 2, Oni, I don't know if you ever played this game. SmackDown versus Raw, banger.
Super great. Oh, is that Donovan McNabb? Donovan McNabb.
Yeah, it is. 06.
That's crazy.
State of Emergency, True Crime. Oh my god, these
True
games
Crime
were
was
so good. That was, oh my god, I'm forgetting about these. There's the Guitar Hero.
Oh my god.
2005
Todd, yeah,
with
dude.
Ray Lewis. Time
Frame all
Crisis.
of these.
I really need to.
Yeah, this is just so beautiful to even look at.
Rainbow Six, the first like one. Oh my, the original NBA Street. Look at that. It's like,
oh my god,
beautiful. Dead to Rights. Oh, another banger.
I forgot about that game.
Dead to Rights and Max Payne. Holy shit. Yes, I was literally Max Payne's on the next page.
There we go.
The first Def Jam.
Damn, there's psyops right there.
Oh, there you go.
Oh, that's so good.
I'm
Is that
so
Sly
pumped
Cooper
that
up
I
there
still
too?
have this. Yeah, Sly Cooper.
Nice.
And then this is when I had all my shit hacked from all the Xbox
What?
360.
No, I'm joking. That's so beautiful that those are even there. It's so
Harry
cool.
Potter.
Ah.
Oh,
Oh,
this fucking Splinter Cell banger
Oh,
of a
man.
game.
That wasn't.
Oh, the Mercenaries.
Damn, I didn't know that was PlayStation 2.
Dude. Derek.
2K
Urlacher.
with Urlacher. Yeah.
Oh my god.
You know what's sad? A lot of these games was before like EA and Ubisoft really tanked hard.
Yep. Jackass the game.
What the fuck? I
don't even remember that.
I don't
You're gonna have
remember
to play that.
Oh,
Man,
Absolute
so
classics
cool.
right there.
fuck yeah, man. That was such a pour one out for the PS2, man. What a classic.
For real.
Apparently, we could talk about this all day because that was,
Talk about PS2
which is fair.
forever.
Which is fair because it deserves it.